this. And one day he came back and said, "Oh, Johnny Depp's going to do it." And I was still going, "Nah, it's not going to work. It's just the worst idea." I just couldn't see it.
Now will you shoot him? Open fire!
There were a couple of problems. He hired somebody else, and that went off a bit wrong. And I had a phone call, the way you do on a Sunday night, And he's a great straight shooter. And he said, "Look, I'm in a bit of trouble. Will you come and have a look at this?" And I just signed on to another movie where I had swore up, down, and sideways that I wouldn't be moonlighting on anything else. I wouldn't even, But Gore's my friend. You gotta go and look at your friend's movie. So I saw it, and I thought it was absolutely fabulous and terrific. You know what I loved about it is, it's so what you couldn't imagine. I love that. I love being the idiot who couldn't imagine it. And that stuff happened with the first Pirates. And my friend Klaus Badelt wasn't really that busy, so I said to Gore, "Look, I tell you what. Why don't you get Klaus to do it, because I cannot. I will be shot by this other studio. But I'll go home and write a couple of tunes, 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever." And so I did this, sort of marathon, no sleep for 2 days and a night, and that sort of became 90% of the tunes. But the other thing it enabled us to do, which was really nice, was to actually gather a group of really good musicians around us and work in a very sort of open and collaborative way. So I just chucked these tunes out at everybody, and I had actually done these very careful orchestrations and arrangements to just set the tone for it, and that sort of became. But then there's something very liberating about just putting it out there and letting smart people add it and let them change it and let them go and do, weird and unspeakable things to your children. No, your tunes. Most of the themes were written. I found this demo the other day of. They were written in 2 nights. And 1 day, and they were finished at 4. The timestamp on the thing is 4:56 in the morning. And it's sort of a pathetic demo, but it's got most of the tunes of the first one in it. It's the first time you see the pirates turn into skeletons. Gore had actually shot to a piece of music, and I thought the music was much too slow, but it's all choreographed to this thing. And I finally did a thing for him, which is, 1/3 faster, so it would still, every third beat would, actually it would hit more things in a funny way, because he just didn't think he could, we could get away with a different tempo. The whole schedule on this thing was really brutal. I don't know how much fun it was. There was very little time and things like that. So a lot of it was, just sit there and make it work and work it out. But the not having a lot of time, I think, in a funny way, was an advantage, because I think there's a great energy about that first score. If you have a really effects heavy scene, you try to stay out of it. But it's again something we didn't do in the Pirates movie. To basically answer your question, if we're talking about pirates, we don't go by those rules. We just make it up as we go. Especially in this third one. I think, Paul Massey, who dubbed this picture, did a genius job of managing to have us be able to hear the music while, all sorts of things are blowing up. Jerry had this idea that, we should go and play some of the stuff at the premiere. And of course, in my head, that instantly went to, I know how those premieres work. It's Disney. It's so organized. It's so perfect. Nothing can go wrong. So I want to be the bit of anarchy where everything can go wrong. And the first thing I decided was I was going to go and play guitar. because that's the thing I'm the least comfortable with doing. It was definitely done in a sort of a pirate spirit. I mean, if you look at my lineup, you know, we have accordions, Bruce playing the trombone, you know, Martin the cello, and it really is the core musicians of these three pirate movies. And in a funny way, it was a sort of, you know, while it was a premiere, it was a sort of a goodbye to all of that from us. I get stage fright. I get serious stage fright. That's why I love spending my life in a dark room, you know? I don't know. There's definitely something exciting about it. You know, and I just decided, I mean, as well, when Jerry said it, it's like, you know, you can't be ruled by fear. You can't be ruled by stage fright and stuff like this. You know, it's a great opportunity to go and have some, you know, actually have some fun and send this movie off in a great way. Actually, this is the truth. I still get up every morning and go, wow, how did that happen? You know, look at this. You know, I'm a film composer. I get to work on all these great movies. And I've never had to have a real job in my life. You know, I get to play music every day. And, oh, you have no idea how much I love doing it.